Hey everybody, how are you? I am so sorry. I had to take a shower. We were having like a huge storm and it's been crazy. So I am on and I'm excited. We took a vote yesterday and we decided, or you decided, that we are going to talk about rosemary today. And I have two other oils here that I'm super excited to talk to you about. You guys probably can guess what oils that I have that I'm going to be talking about tonight. And as we're waiting on people to come on live, I am going to tell you a little bit about me. I am a wife, a mom, and really I'm a health and life coach and an emotional eating guru. I work with women who have let themselves go because they've been taking care of everybody else and they truly need to get their belief system back and fully come alive again. So that's a little bit about what I do. So, hi Christina, how are you? So that's a little bit about me. And so today we are going to talk about rosemary. And you guys have taken a vote yesterday when I was on here for almost an hour, and you guys really wanted to hear about rosemary. So we're going to talk about that. And then I'm going to definitely throw in some 411 about cheer and motivate, because you guys really want to know about that as well. So, rosemary, goodness gracious, it supports a healthy digestion. It's so good for the body, and it's really good for memory, and it's really good for muscles and joints, and it really supports your system in so many ways. The coolest thing about it is you can throw it in your pasta sauce, and it's super easy. I put it in my pasta sauce. I put it in my, in different things, even my hummus. It's actually pretty good. So it also reduces nervous tension. So yesterday and the day before, we've talked a lot about mood, and we've talked a lot about uplifting the mood, right? And so it's really, really important that we support the mood. And that's why I have a gift and an exciting thing to announce later on. So it also affects the body in so many ways. So for example, the nervous system, skin, muscle and bones, and really the respiratory system. So it's really going to affect that area along with your skin. And so it's one of the oils that it's not one that a lot of people talk about quite often, but it does so many things. I'll be honest with you, what I used it for mostly was memory. It has a lot of research, and a lot of research goes into what rosemary does. And so it's really good for the nervous system, and it's really good for the nervous tension and the brain. And soon you're going to hear me talk about your 3 brains that you have. And again, it supports a healthy digestion. So, you know, when you cook, you can throw rosemary into everything that you cook with, and it actually has a really good taste. When you diffuse it in the air and you absorb it aromatically, and that's where it's really good for the brain and it uplifts the mood, but it also is one of those oils that is really good for memory. So if you're really trying to memorize something and you're really trying to hold that where you're wanting it to be, it's one of those things where if you diffuse it, it's said that, and studies have shown that if you diffuse it while you're studying, and then if you put it on topically, hey Rhonda, how are you? And then if you put it on topically while you're taking that test that you were studying for, that there's a higher percentage that you're gonna do better on that test. So rosemary is really, really good for the nervous system, for memory, for skin, and is really also uplifting. It's a strong oil when you put it into a diffuser. So again, and it's kind of funny that you guys chose rosemary. Okay, so yeah, the day before, the first day, today's day 3, we did bergamot. That is the first oil, I'm kind of doing this on purpose. That is the first oil in my new concoction, I call it, that I diffuse throughout the day that's really uplifting. It makes me feel at peace and it makes me really happy. And essential oils are used for so many different reasons, but hey Marianne, how are you? So I'm glad you guys are coming on now. I'm like starting to get that second wind. Like when I first came on, I was like stumbling all over the place, and now I'm like, I'm good. So you guys came on at the right time. So if you want, you can click and share this with your friends. That would be awesome, because everybody should learn about rosemary. Rosemary is an amazing oil. Plus, we have 2 oils, as you probably saw in my post today, that we're going to talk about. Super awesome. And I might just give out a gift tonight. So again, to recap, because I know Rhonda, you wanted to hear about rosemary. So supports healthy digestion. It's a soother for sore muscles. Reduces the appearance of skin that may have blemishes or pigmentation. And it also is really good for the nervous tension and fatigue. And then it also is really good for the immune system and the body functions and the body organs and all that kind of stuff that it affects is the respiratory and nervous system, okay? And again, it's really, really good for memory. There's a lot of research. You absolutely can. So basically it helps with healthy digestion. And so I was explaining how you can actually put it in your pasta sauce. You can put it in hummus. I like it in hummus. You can put it in various amounts of food, however it is that you like to, however, with taste, So rosemary is an oil that, if I'm doing, say, 3 drops of a bunch of different things on, in my concoction for the day, rosemary is one that I'll take that down to 1 drop because it's really strong. Then you have where it helps the nervous tension and fatigue, as I said, and then the respiratory function. I'm going to read something to you about rosemary. It says it's an aromatic evergreen shrub, and the leaves are frequently used to flavor foods. So that's why it's such a good thing. You think about rosemary. Italians use rosemary. It's a really good essential oil. And then essential oils are the lifeblood of the plant. So that means you're getting the most purest oil and a certified pure therapeutic grade essential oil. Rosemary has the benefits of all the things that I told you already, and you can take it internally, okay? And when you take it internally is when it's going to help with that fatigue in the nervous system, okay? You will absorb it internally in a topical manner, but you're going to get the best effects if you actually, for those things, if you take it internally in a veggie cap. So if you don't know what a veggie cap is, message me. I'll actually post a picture or something like that later. But rosemary, I'll put it on my skin. It's not one I usually use for like a perfume or something like that, but it's a great essential oil to inhale 3 times. And I love rosemary. Again, I always put everything in the back of my neck, temple to temple. Everything about essential oils, unless it's a really hot oil, you're talking maybe On Guard, clove, oregano, that's a big one. Those are hot oils, and there's many others. And so peppermint can even be a hot oil. And with hot oils, you want to dilute, dilute, dilute. If you don't know what dilution is, basically what that is you can take any type of oil for a carrier oil. You can use almond oil, you can use fractionated coconut oil, whatever it is you choose. I personally use almond oil and fractionated coconut oil, and those are perfect. I actually take geranium and even rosemary, and I put it into the fractionated coconut oil and put it in my hair. So it is a really good thing for healthy hair. So, and yes, like I said, Rhonda, you can use it on your skin, but it's not, one of those oils that you're going to want to smell like rosemary for the day. You may, but it's one of those where you can actually put it on your skin where you may have some blemishes and that sort of thing. And it's good for that. But depending on your your smell and all that kind of stuff, you may not want to put it all over your body. So it's a great oil. I love it, and I use it all the time in my diffusing because of the memories. work would love me. Yeah. Jennifer, I'll put up the ratio sheet later, but it's also on my group where I teach classes. So I have the ratio chart up there. I don't have everything memorized, but personally what I do is I'll do 2 drops of a carrier to 1 drop of essential oil. But there's specifics if you are putting it on a baby and people with sensitive skin. But honestly, you can test an essential oil on your skin just by, just putting a little tad on your hand or your arm. And, you're going to know if it's one that you're going to need to dilute. I personally don't dilute much. But I highly recommend diluting to others because you always want to be safe. And, what I personally do may not be what's best for you. And dilution, to be honest, guys, dilution does nothing but actually intensify what the oil can actually do. So that's another subject that we can talk about. But yeah, dilution, some people are confused. They think that dilution means, you're basically degrading the oil or making the oil less than, but you're actually not. So you're actually enhancing it a little bit. So the next thing that we're going to talk about, all right. So did you guys see, just post a 1 if you all saw the post that I posted on my Facebook, personal or business, because I typically do the same, about the deal for Cheer and Motivate. Did you guys see that? Just post a 1. No? You didn't see it? Okay. So, we're going to talk about... Oh, you saw it, Marianne? Okay. Is it good for thinning hair? It's not specific for that, no. Geranium. Okay. All right. I'm going to tell you about this oil, okay? Cheer is one that I keep in my purse like Balance. And Balance is one that we're going to talk about. I love this oil. I can't rave enough about this oil. This oil just makes me happy. And, I actually, I can't wait anymore. So I'm just going to tell you guys, all right? I am doing a webinar come end of month on, are you ready for this? Essential emotions. Super excited. Because if you think about it, we all have emotions. We all can benefit from this, right? And I am so excited because I did a run through today because I practice and practice and practice, and so I'm not stumbling all over myself. But when I come on live like this, you guys kind of have me in the raw. And so literally the first 3 minutes, I was stumbling all over myself. But that's okay, So Cheer, I'm going to talk about this. It promotes feelings of optimism. It counteracts negative feelings and emotions. And if you're having the blues and you're down, Cheer is what you want, right? And you can diffuse it at work, at home, in your office. Make sure you get diffusers that are appropriate for therapeutic grade essential oils. Message me if you don't have one. And it's just an amazing, uplifting blend. You cannot help but feel good with this oil. Okay? I'm going to put it on. Can't help not to. All right, what does it smell like? It's like orange. It has wild orange in it. Do you guys want me to tell you what's in it? All right. So, in Cheer is wild orange, of course, first. Clove. Then you have lemon, vanilla, ginger, cinnamon. All right. Let me tell you something about... I can't tell you this yet because then I'll ruin clove. So, I'll get to clove. But clove is measured on this thing called an ORAC scale. Super cool and interesting. You guys are going to love that. How many drops do you... Okay, I'm a mixer, Marianne. So, I'm not sure you want to ask me that question. Okay. So when I diffuse, are you a member with doTERRA? Do you use essential oils? Talk to me. So, you know what? Let's do this. Where are you guys from? Are you a member of doTERRA? Are you not? Are you learning about essential oils? Talk to me. You're a member? Yes? All right. So cheer is amazing and uplifting. All right, so now we're going to talk about motivate. So, West Virginia. Yeah. All right, so motivate is an essential oil. It's not my favorite, but it's awesome in so many ways, and let me explain. So you know how you have your favorite essential oils, and they're the ones that, you know, I'll literally take off the tops like this, and I have a oil here that I want to talk to you guys about, but I'll put a spray, you see it, and I use this one as perfume. And so you can do that, and you can buy the sprayers, and you can use your favorites as perfume. Toronto, okay. Awesome, awesome. All right, so motivate. Let me tell you what's in this one. Very different in smells. So this one, you can apply it actually to your shirt collar. And essential oils do not leave that oil mark. Cool, right? And then it promotes feelings of confidence. It promotes feelings of courage and belief. It's one that in my new course that I'm getting ready to launch on emotional eating and women who need to get their belief system back and really truly feel alive again, motivate is one I talk about, because it's one that if you apply it to your pulse points, it actually helps when you're competing, and it's a motivating type blend. And essential oils, and I'll talk about this in my webinar about your 3 brains, and your 3 brains control so much when it comes to your emotions, because essential oils work within your system in a chemical way. And so it's really important to use an essential oil for that purpose, because it truly can transform your body, and it can transform your health. You hear a lot about stress can kill you, right? You hear about people who have a lot of stress, they get headaches and tension headaches and migraines, and they get sick more often. I know if I've been way stressed out and I don't get a whole lot of sleep, my immune system goes to dirt and I feel sick. And, you know, so it's one of those things where stress and tension and, you know, all that has to do with mood. And when you have your body in what's called homeostasis, where it's optimal, is when you can't get sick. You can't have stress if it's in a perfect balance, you know? Stress is where our body's out of whack and out of balance. So, and same thing if we have, you know, chronic conditions and that sort of thing, our body is really out of balance, which is why we need to, you know, feed it as best we can and truly put in our bodies what is best, because we only have one of them, right? And we got to take care of it. So our bodies actually are really good at healing themselves, and essential oils support that in I can't even tell you how many ways. So it's really important to utilize essential oils for the many, many, many moods. And I'm talking a lot about that lately because it's so big. The number one issue for women between a certain age, it's like 35 and 55, somewhere in there, women are stressed out. They're doing everything for everybody, and they're forgetting about taking care of themselves. And I have a ebook actually out there now that is called Self-Love. And I actually offer many different recipes, because as you guys know, I'm a health and life coach, and I love, you know, making up new recipes and throwing them into my ebooks and my courses and that sort of thing. So it has a bunch of different recipes. I think we just added my watermelon drink recipe that I did a live feed on last Saturday. And then it has a lot of TLC in there where I'm talking a lot about self-love and how you need to really care about yourself and take care of yourself so that you can then best take care of other people, because that's what life's all about, is caring about others and loving others and giving to others, and not having so much of that take personality. And I'll be honest with you guys, I used to be like that in my 20s. I was all about Raven and, you know, what was best for Raven. And when that changed for me as I got older, and I didn't really grow up till I turned 30. Is there anybody else out there that's like that? Or was it just me? I literally did not grow up at all until I was 30. I was too busy having fun. So, and messing up and having more fun and all that kind of crazy stuff. So, you know, bringing essential oils into my home and life and truly changing our diet and my family's diet and our lifestyle, really. And my husband has actually jumped on board, and we've pretty much gone 80% grain and wheat free. And hi, thank you. And I love it. Honestly, I don't even miss bread. And when I do have bread, I really love that gluten-free bread. Have you guys ever tried that gluten-free bread at Costco? Anybody? So summing up, just so I don't miss anything, Motivate, it just really promotes feelings of that confidence, courage, and uplifting, basically for the belief system. No, it's super good. It's super good. Not good like as in a sandwich, non-toasted. It's really good toasted with some jam or something like that on it. I'm really big into honey. I'm going to be showing you guys on a feed one of my favorite cupboards in my house. And I'm going to go through all the crazy stuff that I use now because it is insane. But now I don't know how I would live without it, like maca powder and chlorophyll. Yeah, honey. Let me tell you about honey. I have a team growing in New Zealand and Australia, and I'm going to be heading out there in November, and I'm super stoked about it. But I'll tell you, I got this honey from them called Manuka honey, and it has a, let me grab it. Give me 2 seconds. Okay, did y'all wait? All right, cool. All right, so it's called Manuka honey, and it's 100% raw, and it has this thing called the K factor, all right? It's really cool because when there is a factor in it, what that means, yeah, I left to get the honey for you. And so here's the cool thing about this, is it's from New Zealand, and when it has the K factor, what that means is it's then therapeutic in value. So it's so different than any other honey that you can buy. This small little thing of honey, I mean, it's lasted a long time. You know, you can kind of see. But 35 bucks. But it's awesome. I mean, I just pulled it up on the internet, and it says it was produced in New Zealand, and there are many Manuka honeys, and they're really good for healing sore throats and digestive illness and staph infections and gingivitis. It's insane, what this honey can do. So go to your computers, Google Manuka honey, and then Google the K factor. So this one's K factor 16. There's 12, 14, all that kind of stuff. But it's insane. And, you know, if you put it with 1 drop of lemon essential oil into hot water every morning, amazing for your gut, really good for your health. And it's kind of like I love the vinegar of the mother. Great gut cleanser. So, all right. So I brought this oil with the sprayer. This is Whisper. I actually have this on right now. This is the women's blend. So I wanted to share this with you. We're going to be talking about this really soon. How'd you miss everything? So we're going to be talking about this really soon, but I wanted to show you the sprayers that you can get, and you can put them into your oils, and you can spray them all over your body and utilize them as perfumes. I get headaches with perfumes now, so. All right, so I think we're done for the night. Oh, sorry. You can catch the replay. Just fast forward. But thank you guys for following. And so we summed up Rosemary and we talked about cheer and motivate. And if you are interested in either of those, huge deal going on right now, guys. So message me and or post below and I will contact you because you will get these free. And then I'm throwing in a deal on top of that. So message me if you're interested and I will get you going with essential oils, because you know what? I want to get essential oils in every single home because everybody can benefit from them in so many ways. And definitely watch out for, my webinar coming up, because it's going to be on essential emotions, and it's a huge class on all the different types of reasons why we need to bring essential oils into our home and life for every reason in the book when it comes to mood and our bodies and our brain. You're welcome, Rhonda. What did you say about the honey? Okay, so I went and I got the honey, and I was talking about the Manuka honey and how it's from New Zealand, and that it is very healing, and that it says that it can heal sore throats and digestive illnesses and staph infections, gingivitis. And when there's a K factor, and there's K factors ranging in numbers, mine is a 16. So I said, go and Google it. Even Dr. Axe has a write-up on it and how amazing it is, and how when it has that K factor, it becomes therapeutic in value. So it's above and beyond organic. So you always want to get raw honey and organic, and you don't want to just get any honey out there that is not organic or raw. Not good for you. It's actually full of sugar and not good at all. So I will see you guys tomorrow, and we will talk about more essential oils. All right? Is there a specific oil you would like to talk about tomorrow? Because I'm going through them all, so if you guys are on here, I will let you choose. Clove. Okay, clove it is. So we will talk about clove and the Aurochs scale tomorrow. Fun. All right, ginger next. Got it. All right, guys, thanks for hopping on. Share this if you want. And I think, tell me if I'm wrong, you can PM me. But at the top, after the feed, the live feed, I think the top where there's the arrow pointed down, you can click it and you can click follow, and then you'll be notified when I go live. And if I'm wrong about that, post below so that I know, because I actually have no idea. All right. But I tried to figure it out so I could tell you. And if you want to share this, you can share this if you'd like. All right. So I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.